What up, people? It is your boy, Mr. Noland. Alright, guys, we're going to get to your favorite part of the day, and we know what that is. It's math time, baby. Alright, so we have quite a bit of notes today. Today we're going to show you different forms of division. Now, I know in my class, I don't really like calling it division. Whenever we're solving division problems, I tell kids we are doing math karate. Math karate is known as Tai-Bo. Tai-Bo stands for, the Tai part stands for the top number goes in and the bottom number will go out. You'll see that when we do a couple of examples. Alright, so the forms of division. The first one you'll see is with the division sign right in the middle. The other part is where you show the little bracket for dividing. And the third way that you'll see fractions is, the third way you're going to see division is through a fraction. Alright, so let's go through some pieces. Whenever you see it with the division sign, the A represents your whole or total, and it's being divided by how many parts or pieces you need. If you ever have this set up like number 2 here, the B stands for your divisor, what you're dividing by, your dividend, what you're dividing into. And then if you have the fraction form, the A is your numerator, the B is your denominator. And let's fill in this last blank. The divisor is B. So let's start filling in our little boxes. So here's our first example. Now, remember whenever we're doing math karate, it's Tai-Bo. I like to put it wherever we're doing math. So for example, here's my Tai, there's my bow. So the B has to go on the outside here when we're doing it right here. The B has to go outside, so that would be the 3. And the Tai goes on the inside, which is your A, which happens to be 5. Now let's go ahead and do it in fraction form. Your A is the 5. The B is the 3. Alright, not too bad, right? Now we're not going to solve it, we're just setting it up today. Oh, now we got to work backwards. Let's see. Well, we know this is our bow, and this is my Tai. So this will be the top end. So the top end, whenever we're doing it with the division sign, the Tai has to go first. So it's 2, the divide sign, and then your bow, which is the 7. And now in fraction form, your Tai goes on top, your bow goes on bottom. So there it is in fraction form. Again, not too bad. Now let's look at this last one. Oh, it's in fraction form. So let's look here. There's my Tai, and there's my bow. So let's go ahead and put it, let's start with it over here. Again, the Tai goes first, divided by the bow. And now whenever we have our little bracket here for division, the bow is on the outside, so the 4 is on the outside, and the Tai is on the inside. There's our setup. Now here in 6th grade, we do a lot of problems involving our 4 basic math skills: adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. So, whenever we're dividing, you got 3 different ways of showing it to us. Right? Now let's go ahead and do the problem on the bottom. And the good news is I already set part of it up. We're just going to go ahead and go through it. Which situation is represented by the fraction 23 fifths, or 23 over 5? Okay, let's go ahead and write all this stuff down that I have written down already. The 23 is your whole, and it has to be divided into 5 parts. Well, A says there are 23 people, so that's 23 whole people. You can't have part of a person. And they're sharing 5 big packs of paper. Well, that's 2 wholes. That's 23 people sharing the 5 packs. Those are 2 wholes. I need a whole and a part. That's not what I'm looking for. B says Adrian gave away 5 of his 23 DVDs. Notice how I underlined gave away? Guys, gave away in math means to subtract. I'm not looking for subtraction. I'm looking for division. A 23 whole kilometer bike trail has 5 equal sections. So you're taking the whole and you are splitting it or dividing it into 5 equal sections, which is your part. That sounds good right there. But let's check with D. Elise has 5 bags with 23 peaches in each bag. Notice how I underline each. Each means to multiply in math. That's not what I'm looking for. Gone. Your answer is C. Alright, now I'm going to do one more problem with you on the very bottom so we can see how division works. So let's say we have 3/12. Okay, so whenever we're solving it, I like for my students to write tie, bow, top in, bottom out. Now the reason I have you write tie bow is because most students put the 3 on the outside and the 12 on the inside. And that's totally wrong right there. It's going to give you a totally different answer that is not right. So if you are struggling with how to set it up, I recommend putting tie bow. It's there to help you. It's a little tool. Alright, let's do the math. Can 12 go into 3? No, it cannot. So I put a decimal up top and add a 0. How many times can 12 go into 30 evenly? Well, 12, 24, 36 is too much, so it only goes in there twice. (30 minus 24 is 6. Now notice how we have a remainder of 6. You're not going to put R6 as a remainder of 6 up here. You can't do that. If you have a remainder, we're going to add a 0 behind it. It now becomes a 60. How many times can 12 go into 60? Well, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60. It goes in there 5 times. And now if you look here, we have no remainder left. We're done dividing. This is your answer, 0.25. Eventually we're going to go from decimals to percents and so forth. You're going to learn all that this year. Alright guys, well I hope this video helps with the forms of division. Again, you're going to see a lot of dividing this year, so let's brush up on our skills there. Alright guys, I'll see y'all in class. Have a great day. Bye.